welcome back to my channel. Tonight I'm working on a tag. We have a challenge in the Alternative Junk Journals Facebook group, and instead of doing a swap because of what's going on, they decided to do a challenge so that we're all kind of making our own things and then sharing each day. It's the spring tag challenge, so we're working on those, and each day April from Pink Godbird is going to post in the group a secret element that you have to use in your tag. So today's secret element was eyes. You have to incorporate eyes into your tag, and I had gotten this deal of stamps, uncut stamps, at the Goodwill outlet a while back, and I thought that was pretty cool. And there just happens to be one eyeball stamp, which I noticed when I got it, but I thought, what in the world am I ever going to use one eyeball for? And it's such a specific curve. I mean, it's like, you stamp it, it's a right eyeball. But I think it's going to work good for this challenge, and so I'm excited to actually get to use that. So first I'm going to be working on my background, and I'm thinking that I want to do kind of a, definitely wanted to incorporate flowers, because it's a spring tag swap, and so I always think of flowers during spring, as most people do. So what I'm going to be doing is cutting some flowers out of these pages, and I'm going to collage them onto the background and do a little bit of work there. Sorry for my coughing. I've got a bit of a cough and a bit of a fever tonight again. It just kind of comes and goes on its own, but other than that, I don't feel too bad. A little tired, but I'm doing okay. So I've been very productive the last few days. I've gotten to work on lots of projects, and it's been kind of awesome having enough time to actually work on things that I've been wanting to work on for a long time, because I have been staying home. I haven't been sick enough to actually go to the doctor, but since I am sick, I am staying home and keeping my germs to myself, whatever it may be. But there's always a chance, so I'm not taking a chance with somebody else's health, so I'm just gonna write it out. But it has been kind of nice, even though I do kind of miss my fellow work employees, I guess. A great bunch of people that I work with, so I do kind of miss them when I'm not there, because they're pretty cool peeps. Yeah, so I've been making lots of videos and making lots of crafts, and it's been pretty cool, I dare say. Anytime I start to get stir crazy, I just come in here and start playing with paper and crafts and things. And I have subscribed to the Sophie and Toffee subscription box, which is a resin craft subscription box, and that has been a whole lot of fun. But they have been super affected by all of this. A lot of their molds and things for their resin crafts. They create their own molds for their boxes, but they have their molds manufactured in China, and China's been shut down, so all of our all of our boxes have been super delayed because of that, which is totally understandable. So we've all been waiting. We haven't gotten our February box, and our March boxes are starting to ship. Okay, so I think I'm going to do something like that. But I just got a notification today that my March box has shipped, but my February box has not shipped yet because I'm in the second half of that group, and those molds are not ready yet, so they're taking a little extra time, which is cool. Sophie and Toffee have been incredibly good about keeping us updated and working very hard to get us our boxes. So so I found out that my March box is just been prepared and will be on its way to me very soon. So I'm pretty excited for that. If you've been curious about resin craft, I definitely recommend giving it a shot because it's a lot of fun. And I do have another YouTube channel, Resin Belle, Belle, where I do all my resin crafts and stuff. And you're welcome to go over there and check that out if you want. Okay, so I think I've got all these cut out the way I want. I think I'm going to try this. These are kind of cool. These are Reynolds Kitchens wax paper sandwich bags. They sell these at Target. You get like 50 bags plus the little sticker seals. I think they're like $4 or something like that, for almost $5. But the fun thing about this stuff is this brown wax paper is, very see-through. But when you glue it onto other paper, it almost looks, especially little strips, it almost looks like, some sellotape that's been on a package for, 25, 50 years or something, like if you've ever gotten an old envelope or something that it has, or a book that it has this, pieces of sellotape that have turned dark. That's kind of like the look that you get. Let's see if I can get a better shot of that. So I think I'm going to use that and kind of piece these together and put those around the edges. So that's kind of a fun way. You can add those to your journals around your, pictures or cutouts or anything like that. So those are kind of a fun way to give some dimension and add some interest, especially if you like the, the vintage style or the vintage look that you're trying to recreate for things. So, okay, let's see here. I'm going to start with this one. Trying to keep these all the right way. So I can get this back down on here. So I hope everyone is getting a chance to do, everyone that is staying home at least, is getting a chance to do things that they haven't gotten to do or have been wanting to do and just haven't had the time because of work or, the daily pressures of life, which we don't have to deal with for the most part right now. If you're staying home, that is. There's a lot of people that have jobs that aren't able to stay home, and nurses and doctors and truck drivers and people at retail stores like grocery stores and stuff, and I applaud those people for doing their best and, making sure that we all kind of get what we need to survive and carry out our daily lives. So everybody stays safe and doesn't have to deal with any major effects of this stuff. But anyway, if you like like Halloween or dark themes or that kind of thing, if you like something a little different for junk journals and such, you are welcome to come and check out the Alternative Junk Journals Facebook group. We have a lot of fun in that group, and things are just a little bit different. But yeah, those peeps are pretty cool. I'm just trying to get these down here, and then I will go back and trim up the rest, or trim up the edges. Oh, you know what I forgot? I've forgotten. I'm sitting here talking and I forgot what I was doing. I'm wanting to layer this up so that it looks like it's actually taped on there. That looks cool. I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. First time I said that around my kids, they were like, "What are you talking about?" They used to give me a hard time because I'd always say, "I dig it." They just roll their eyes at me like, "Ma." Now my son is stationed in England. I'm pretty sure I've talked about that before. But they just found out that his squadron has several people who have tested positive for COVID-19. So they're all being very careful about what they are doing and how they are, social distancing and cutting back on his hours at work and on the base and stuff. So I'm glad they're doing what they can to take care of those guys and gals. And so my son is at home for a few weeks, and then they're going on very limited schedules. So hopefully things will work out okay over there, and we'll get that figured out. It's been kind of hard to be, to hear that as a mom and be, so far away, half a world away from your kid when everybody's going into quarantine, This kind of time you want to pull all your friends and family close to you, but no, you're not supposed to do that. So yeah. Just gotta try to keep rolling with the punches and do our best to try to protect other people with our habits and things we're doing, and hope that's enough. Got this one off right here. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm just going to trim all this off. Alright, so that's what I've got for now. I kind of like how that looks with that on to make it look like old tape. Kind of neat. Can I dig that? Use the darker. I think I'm just going to go full tilt and just go darker. Using walnut stain. I'm really wanting to try the new distressings they got out. I haven't gotten to any of those. The distressings have long been some of my favorite inks, the regular distress inks. So really hoping to try that new stuff they got at some point. Alright, so don't like that. Actually, I'm going to keep that out. So I think I'm going to work on this piece here. I'll do the same thing to it. I cut this out earlier while I was playing with trying to figure out what I was going to do with this one. Alright, that's coming together alright. I'm going to throw a little bit of black in there. Let's go ahead and stamp this eye on here. Cool eye. I don't really like the way it's shaped on this side, so I'm going to cut that side off. Here's my eye. Okay, I'm going to put it right in the middle there. Pretty happy with that, I think. Actually, I think I had decided to do it this way. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. Maybe. Nope, yeah, I'm going to put it on there. I'll put that in the middle, I think. Yep, that's what I'm going to do right there. Let's see here. That's what I'm going to do there. Bring out the lines of that eye a little bit more. decide what I'm going to do with this piece. And what else I'm going to add. I'm not sure about this one. Actually, I think I'm going to leave that one. Yep. Okay, I'm going to think about this for just a minute. Okay, I think I got a game plan going on. Got some, do some paint work, I think, just a little bit. Get one of my little paint brushes from my lovely little set. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down. Dry. Okay, I think that's dry now. Kind of like how those light colors have kind of brought that out a little bit. A few little details are kind of nice. And then I think I'm gonna do a little bit of this. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna put this on there now. is. And I found this word in some of the cutouts that I have from books. I have a set of cutouts that I call gypsy words. So, but it's really just kind of bohemian. Gypsy is just a group of people. Bohemian is kind of an idea, an artistic ideal. So I'm just going to put that on there. And I'm thinking I might paint over these with brown paint, because I have brown paint, and that might work. Not real happy with how kind of sketchy those look, so I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. So there's my eyeball. Let's see. When I pulled these out, I coffee dyed these a while back, and I thought, well, I'll put one of them on there. Not sure what I'm gonna put on it yet, though. Some of these still have coffee on them. Let's see here. Okay. I think I'm gonna put this. Use this stamp. This is also one of the stamps that I found at Goodwill that one time. I just think he is so awesome. Stamp this on here. And then I will cut it out. I think I'll put that on there. Yep. So, let's do that. Okay then. Well, I think that's about all I'm going to do on that. And I'm about done with this tag, I think. About done. Put some of this cotton twine and let's see. Dry this real quick. Okay, just wanted to make sure that was dry. So I shot it with a heat gun real quick. Through here. And these will go through here. Alright, so I think there is my tag. I know the size is a little smaller than what the challenge called for, mainly because I don't work with a lot of my junk journals I keep smaller, and this is even pretty big for one of my journals. So, so that I'm able to use them, I decided to go with the smaller size. So, plus I have a stack of these already that I pulled out of the Goodwill outlet, and I'm really trying to use up things that are in my stash rather than, try to buy things or make things that would cause me not to use the stuff in my stash. So I'm going with these, and these are like 3 by 6, I think, and I think the tag size in the challenge was 4 by 7. So I'm not too far off, but I just wanted to go ahead and use up these tags because I've had them for a while, and like I said, I'm trying to use up stuff in my stash this year because I'm going to be moving soon enough. So anyway, I think that's my finished tag. I'm pretty happy with that. I incorporated an I. It's not eyes, but it is an I. So, kind of a bohemian style tag, kind of spring tag with the flowers and stuff on it. So, pretty happy with how that turned out. And hit that subscribe button for me if you will. Don't forget that when I hit 700 subscribers, I'm almost there, but when I hit 700, I'm going to be announcing a challenge, a 700 subscriber giveaway challenge, and so as soon as I hit 700, I'm going to be announcing that, and anybody that likes to junk journal or papercraft may be interested in joining that. I'm going to have a nice big prize. Anyway, so thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.